All right, so for Mamina Makwaba, Eba Ghana Politics Avenue. Ahana open all the trending political stories in Ghana. Unsa be to me Akano. And the political highways in Zoe Buja, Noma Birene, cause you reckon Ofori Atta Hons and Sem, Ura Hons and Sem, Attorney General Kasawo TV3, Deputy Attorney General Kasawo TV3, Attorney General So Kasawo Joy News, and Sem Nai Buja. Na and the story of the Bremi a year about Ofori Atta ba a shifted away kakra. I assemble in America. A year kin Ofori Atta Ghana lawyer, a year Frank Davis, and former MPP official communication team member. I be good animals are disgracing publicly on live television. Just as someone Frank Davis can read MPP, former official, and useless. Almost already big 2 hours of say the embarrassment was too much on live television. Omina Wakasa or Joy Prime. Na after video, in second video, na video, they see any careful ebe share. It you know the young calling video nearby the DHBiano. Na Yakamwase.
Ofori Atta, and if I were him, and you claim to be his lawyer, and you don't want to answer questions, I believe you must decline invitations to speak on the matter, because every single question you asked him is either he gave you a cheeky answer or he evaded it.
He says it's a client.
So you don't come on air. You shouldn't give it a client matter. You don't come on air to come and behave in an arrogant manner as though the person asking question does not know his left from right. You were called because you have represented yourself as a lawyer.
Clarity.
So Ghanaians are looking for clarity to certain matters. If you don't want to speak on the matter, don't come on air. It is within your right. You understand?
Yeah, but he chooses to say what he wants to say as the lawyer, isn't it?
So what you did, if you had given us the opportunity to speak, that space wouldn't have been wasted in the first place.
Oh, so you didn't get anything at all? He says, look, the man we are talking about is not a convict.
The man himself told you that he has no clue as to what is happening to his client.
Oh, he said that?
He said that in the course of the interview.
Did he really say that? Yeah. No, I didn't hear.
You see, when you are analyzing someone,
your interpretation.
The interpretation of what were they listening to?
But
every question you asked, he said, "I'm not going to speak to. I don't have information that they are working. He has not been told that by the counterpart lawyers because, mind you, the detention center that Ofori Atta is, he does not have access.
Interpretation, please.
Access to the man.
Yeah,
you understand?
Yeah,
and so. You don't have any information. Don't come on air.
Okay, let's look at the bigger picture now. Now, our former finance minister, we know, is in ICE detention.
Yes.
So don't you think that as a country we should rather go and save him, bring him probably back or something? Because, I mean, to be fair, he served this country.
I will not wish any bad thing to befall any Ghanaian.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah. And that is why some of us, right from the beginning, said, look, Mr. Ofori Atta, if for nothing at all, this is the country of your birth. Come back home. What were we told by the same lawyers here, Frank Davis and his people? That he was sick. The question I asked this morning is, was Mr. Ofori Atta picked from the hospital or on the sick bed?
He says he doesn't want to. All we should know is that.
So now you are coming home, that he never answered any of the questions. But he's supposed to be the lawyer. He must answer to us whether or not all the preposition, all the posture, right from 2025 has been that the man is sick, the man is at the Mayo Clinic. And I'm asking this morning whether or not ICE picked him from the Mayo Clinic.
He says he's recuperating.
From where?
That's what.
So ICE is not that, they are not reasonable. They went there, found a very sick person and decided to change his status and put him in the detention center where there are no medical facilities to deal with his conditions. You see, when people are lying to us as a country, they must take us serious, that we are not joking with matters. We are talking about a country that went into the international market to borrow $13.5 billion.
But we use the money.
To do what?
So
the only thing we use the money for is to dig a hole.
But that's way less than the amount.
97 million out of it went. We are talking about SML. We are talking about PDS. Look, 52.5 billion Ghana cedis got missing from our tax account at GCB. At that time, It equated to $9.2 billion.
Yeah, but you can't conclude that the
so nobody is saying that he is guilty.
Okay.
We say, come, as we speak, the OSP has filed 78 charges at the court. Is that the case? Yes. Come and prove your innocence. If he's innocent, why would I say that if he's innocent, then we go for those that were behind it? You say you won't come. Now, look at this scenario. The immigration. We are saying he has flouted our laws, he has committed crime in Ghana. People say, no. He went to the US and committed another crime. As we speak, ICE is saying that he has committed a crime, for which reason he has been detained. The detention says that there is a likelihood that you'll be brought back to Ghana. Yeah. Now the man is saying that I won't come to Ghana. I'm fighting to stay in the United States of America. That is what the lawyers are telling you. That he has applied to change his status.
Yeah, to do an adjustment.
Adjustment as a permanent resident. He wants to be a permanent resident of the United States of America.
Yeah, we would all love to be in the
I don't love to be a citizen. There's a reason why God created it. The very reason he's in the United States must be the reason why he's in Ghana. We gave him our purse. That Mr. Ofori Atta manage it well and build hospitals, quality hospitals for us. You understand? We have been talking about youth unemployment in this country. Money that could have been given to the private sector to expand the economy for the teeming youth to work. Well, government cannot employ the teeming masses.
So this will sound a bit controversial, but I mean, what will we lose if we don't prosecute Ken?
Oh, then what is going to happen is that it's a free-for-all. You see those in government now, that we will not have any business accusing them of stealing from us or mismanaging our economy. Look, when people are put in position, it's not that they are smarter than anybody, or they are sensible than anybody, or any of that sort. It's just by grace. It's grace that 34 million Ghanaians, your party went into campaign mood. Yeah. They campaigned to the people of this country. You were voted for. Yes. And then the president of the day saw the need to appoint you. That does not make you sensible than anybody. I pay my tax under strenuous circumstances. Even when you don't have to, you have to cough. Then we give the money to you for you to use it to fix our roads. Remember 2017, 2018, 2019. We did year of roads.
3 times.
3 times. All the major roads in this country from Accra are in terrible conditions. Accra Kumasi, nonsense. Accra Takoradi, disaster. Accra Flow, nonsense. So where did we invest the monies?
But did you use the Pokosi in some?
It's just recent. Even with that, the government had to cut through its nose to pay Maripoma some almost $100 million or so before they could go back to site. Before that, those who were coming from in some areas, they could spend as much as 4 hours in traffic. Meanwhile, we are going to the Afro-Exim Bank to borrow $750 million to fix that road. You see, people do not understand the magnitude of what they have done to us. A lot of people have perished on our roads because of the silly acts of these people we put in positions. Now, when you have become the finance minister, and you say, come and account to us, you say you are in the United States, you won't come. Why? You are receiving treatment. If you, Blessed, or me, or Ivan, or Janet fall sick today, will we have the same opportunity to be flown to the Mayo Clinic, which is one of the expensive hospitals in the United States?
Right.
Why you have been giving our money to shape our medical facilities?
Janet, so that's the challenge we have now. It's sad that our former finance minister is in detention.
Very, very, very.
Yeah, and if you watch what is unfolding,
yes.
It seems a bit embarrassing, especially somebody who has risen to such a higher political prominence. He was a finance minister of Ghana, and now being treated being kept in a detention center. And there is something people have not appreciated. According to Donald Trump, if you are living in the United States and you don't have legal status, to him, you are a criminal alien.
Absolutely.
And to give you a clear description of this, if you go to Florida, there is a detention center called Alligator Alcatraz. The way they've done it, in the past, I think about 67 congressmen wrote a petition against it because of it inhumane. Human beings are being caged like cats.
You are sleeping on a mattress.
Human beings are being kept in a cage. So that is a picture-skill description of what it
Janet,
means.
yes, Janet, I'll come to you, yes.
That is what it means to be kept in a detention center. It doesn't matter, it doesn't cut across, but that is the indication. So for a former minister, please, can you keep quiet?
Oh, no, Ivan, come on. Oh, Ivan.
No, you deliberately.
No, Janet, I'll come to you. Yeah.
Deliberately.
Janet,
I kept
Janet,
I was quiet.
Okay, Ivan, continue. Ivan, let's allow him. Yeah, I'll come. It's okay, Ivan. Yeah, just land. Yeah, no, it's fine.
So my point is that is
guys, I'll come to you. Yeah, guys, I'll come to you.
That is the description. That is the description, and it doesn't speak well. But this whole option gives Ghana two options because these two options are independent of each other. The extradition process, which I've told you,
and then there's the ICE,
and now there is this ICE option that has opened. Eventually, he may end up being extradited. According to his lawyer, certain process has been filed. We don't know what, but there are people who are standing trial defending their extradition. Donald Trump just took them away. You know, the guy there is highly unpredictable when it comes to some of these things. So, for a Ghanaian who want to see Kennedy, Ofori Atta come to Ghana, they will be very excited because it's a two-way window that has been opened. Because the extradition, I told you, because it is a political extradition. It's very Herculean, you understand? That is why the last time the Attorney General registered his frustration about the fact that the gentleman has gone for
expert lawyers.
You see, I told you it was by way of information because in the United States, during the trial, Ghana will not be present. Ghana will not be present at the trial. USA will be acting as Ghana's proxy. And Ofori Atta per the
principles it will be the state against his
exactly, and per the principles of natural justice, the accused must be heard. So Ofori Atta will have a legal representation. So it's going to be US acting as a proxy for Ghana versus Ofori Atta. So the energy with which he's fighting it clearly speaks to the fact that he's unwilling to come. That is a fact. And again, they said he's sick today. I've told you that Ofori Atta is not somebody who is terminally ill, that he was going to die the next day. If somebody can be kept in such an inhumane... How
do you even know it?
No, I'm describing... let me tell you a situation. I deliberately describe the state of the detention center to you. Because if you go to the United States, people are not just crazy. They will see somebody who's going to die tomorrow and they'll go and keep you in an Alcatraz kind of detention.
But we've seen the place. We've seen the picture of this.
No.
That picture is AI generated.
So it's not as friendly.
No.
Solo, have you been in a detention?
That's what I'm telling you. That's
from the website.
There is a documentary on the Florida one, the Alcatraz one. You can read about it.
That's not where Ken is.
No. I'm just giving you an imagery appreciation of how America see this whole thing. You understand? So it is not a good thing. For me, what is it at all that Ofori Atta, what is he running away from? Because even the president now has a post-Turner prosecutorial window. Akuffo is still in Ghana.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
No, yes.
If you were Ken Ofori Atta, would you honestly, I mean, looking at what's happening, would you? Oh,
definitely, I'll come. I'll come and answer because you see, what I've been telling people is that you see, when you hold public office, you own the people moral obligation. Because we assume that whoever put in any position of honor own the people that duty to answer to the people of this country. So you have served, according to you, diligently in their own description. You have exerted power. Time has come for you because this person in question is at the center of almost all the criminal activity that has been alleged in this country. All the criminal investigations that have been conducted. Ken Ofori Atta is at the center of it. You are presumed innocent until proven guilty. That is why nobody has said that Ken is guilty. But the insistence, the reluctance, the unwillingness on his part to show up will give credence to the fact that maybe you will not survive the trial. And it's the reason why, and I'm saying that it doesn't speak confidence. As an ordinary person, we are coming from a background where people assume that, all politicians are thieves. Some of these things will give credence and oxygen to some of these things, you understand? Because if you know you are not guilty of anything, you should not.
And we have a limited time to go. So what I'll do now, there are some questions for you, I believe, from the audience. So that we take them collectively. No problem. So Solo, you should also prepare the question as to whether or not there should be a government intervention, probably.
All right.
Yeah, so please, if you're coming on, 30 seconds for you, so we can give the last take to my panelists. Yes.
Thank you very much. I think the AG or the OSP should just go on with trial in absentia.
Absentia.
Yeah, because I think Ofori Atta, he can just be in Ghana here and still say he will not talk, he will not speak. He will allow his lawyers to speak on his behalf. So we are just wasting much time. We can just go in Ghana here. I think trial is allowed.
Now, whatever the case, the OSP had invited him earlier. Don't forget that but still invited.
You can still invite him. But I don't know if the OSP will look at the bail conditions.
Janet, I'll come to you.
Look at the bail conditions of certain people in this country. We look at the bail conditions. Even Martin Pebu. You even tried. You was even tried. Look at the bail conditions. If I were to be Ofori Atta, maybe I might stay a little. Look at the bail conditions put on people's head in this country. Yeah, so I think if they have any case, they can still try the case in this absentia.
Okay.
Nobody has a problem. Like they did with Sajinam.
But if he's deported?
If it's deported, and then you can still be and say, my lawyers will speak on my behalf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Snappy, yes.
I think Ofori Atta must come back to the country to answer certain questions. Because looking at where I sit, I will be among the few people to welcome him back to the country. Looking at where I'm doing my national service, I'll welcome him very well back to the country. And secondly, his deputies are in the country. No one is hunting them. So the perception out there that he's being witch hunt is totally untrue. We have the likes of Abnose Asari, who is in the country, Sticker, moving around the country, campaigning for Kennedy Japan. If in case they are also corrupt or whatever, the president is witch hunting them, these people would have been witch hunted. We had the current finance minister, Akuffo, who faced trial for almost 8 years. But because there were not enough evidence to prosecute this matter, he's now working and delivering as the current finance minister. So I think Ken should come back to the country. And I read from Manasseh Azure's post that Ken has extra visas, which will expire in 2031. But which prove that Ofori Atta is a definition of what actually they said. So he's running. He's not ready to come to the country.
Okay, I hear you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, please. I would like to ask this question.
Okay.
I saw some.
Be quick about it. So
yes. And I think Madam Janet Nabla is here herself. So I would like to ask. I saw something on the media. I want to ask if it is true. It says the money Ofori Atta took doesn't belong to the NDC. So they should stop the emotion.
Yeah, she said it here. I think she said it here.
I said that they shouldn't put personal sentiments.
Yeah, because the money belongs to the state, you say?
Okay. But the way they are doing as
you said the money belongs to the state.
And not
so you agree that Ofori Atta has taken some money?
The reason why I don't want you to speak is the only prosecutor you give to your own. So you have no moral right to be talking. You don't have the moral right.
So let me, because of time.
So thank you very much. Mr. Bless, I wanted you to ask a question of lawyer Frank Davis, and I would plead that the next time you get opportunity, try to find out.
But he was
yes. So in a submission, he made mention that the ICE arrested the former finance minister without knowing that he had filed a petition.
That's what he said.
So the interesting question that comes up is that did the petition that the honorable minister put together, was it filed to the ICE or it was filed to a different office? Because I believe that if it were filed to the ICE, then on what basis?
But you wouldn't ordinarily, if you're trying to do adjustments, file to ICE, because ICE is a special, process going on there.
So
looking
that's even
but you're saying that their system should have been integrated for him,
in order that they would be able to know that this particular person who is of interest to them has filed a petition for an extension.
What you're saying is the truth.
Yes, it's the truth. To be frank, because all this while I've been monitoring to understand the sequence of events. But there's been talk about trial in absentia. It's not that simple. The case of Kevin Taylor, you recall that there was a contempt case against him. The reason why that case couldn't hold for his arrest to be effected was that he wasn't given a hearing. So I believe that to the extent that the hearing is necessary, we have to allow all the process to be exhausted so that the process will go.
Blessed. Ivan made a claim here, and I thought you should have corrected him, that all crimes in this country are associated, or alleged crime situations are associated to Ken Ofori Atta, which you should have corrected.
Ghana Politics Avenue, open all the trending political stories in Ghana, na Ubinyano. And then the Dika channel, you should subscribe to channel. Now don't have a notification bell, so say by the video of Rubia Betuma, Monsa betumi aka no ntem. Na fi so video ya we hwe wani ji wa be like no sha ma from so nya bi. Na we are comment. E be read comment na reply ni na. E da mu nya mo se ma gibre. Na mo de happy new year afise se no bi atim kwam na ahoden wo ho. E da mu nya mo se mo gibre na mo de ti na mo de hwe Akroma.